I think there's a lot of people that are neglected in art. I don't know because if it's who made the paintings or what, but I don't know. I know black people are never really portrayed realistically.
Doing Dumbo shit. Doing Dumbo shit. Doing dumb dope shit, I guess. Dumb dope shit, Nick. Just say, you know, acquiring the correct figures, you know, the figures that I'm actually gonna execute in my artwork, who I actually wanna portray, who have influenced not just me, but you know, have influenced many. In a sort of right path, I can say, in terms of just not being blind to the bullshit, I'd say, you know what I mean? So I basically just want to, you know, continue finding, for me, relevant, and obviously putting it out there and making it more relevant to others or viewers, that these individuals have, like, you know, from a beginning stage to death, you know, until death they envision something and they stuck with it, you know, like all these greats, I can name them, you know, your Muhammad Ali's, your Thomas Sankaras, your Tumsani Dlaminis, your Veli Dlaminis, you know, soon to be one of those old greats, yeah, you know, continuously like that. I guess it's just relevancy.
I'm painting, we're about to come up with this shit. Check this out, Lawrence, check.
Show them the greenery. We showed them the greenery. Now we show them the greenery.
Y'all look like a mob up in this bitch, niggas.
What?
You look like a mob.
You said who? Who? We're about to go get naked right now. In the hood.
Next month.
You think that people would have had enough of silly love songs. Oh, but look around you and you see it isn't so.
You know the name, most of y'all, some of y'all, you still gonna get to know. But like, I just like to say, when I came across Artisans of Johannesburg, it was at like a gallery of also some other upcoming artists, and the writer Kia came up to me and she was like, hey, actually, who are you? I guess, you know, I might have had like a radiant energy, you know, that made her stop or get attracted by the energy and so so she was like, yo dude, who are you? You know what I mean? Etc. So I showed a few images of my work and she was like, wow, we need to write an article about you. So, so she saw the work, then we made up, you know, did an interview, she wrote an article, and then from there she was like, she'd actually like to sign me up in this team of hers that she's like compiled called Artisans of Johannesburg, you know what I mean? So I was like, alright, because I'm not studying anymore, and I was studying at University of Johannesburg, Fine Art, but because of like financial constraints, I just decided, hey, I can't continue, you know, because I can't pay, you know what I mean? So I was like, I'm still gonna continue art, but just not in an institution. And then when she came across, I was like, alright, I'll use this platform, you know, for exposure, for, you know, for the people, for the craft, for the...
I would say the progress that I've noted in the artist's work, who's LV, is that the art, his portraits didn't just become just portraits anymore, you know. They developed into becoming portraits of a specific type of people that he can relate to as an artist because of maybe what he aspires to be, or his, you know, his dream to become what he feels like he wants to become, to fulfill the dream.
I first came across LV at UJ during our first year there, my first year also. He actually came late. He actually came late, and I remember seeing him at the corner, drawing shoes and white bottles. I think our circle were the first people to actually see, you know, that kind of development of an artist, you know. And you know, I would pretty much say the most exciting part about it is you know, pretty much self-discovery on a daily basis, you know, through
finding
being an
out
artist.
what you like.
Woo! Road trip with the boys. Road trip with the boys. Yeah. Drive properly, my boy. We have got precious cargo.
Oh shit, I've got food on my side. Lawrence, please, dog. Like I beg you, dog, Lawrence. Make some trippy shit, bruh. Come on, Lawrence, dog. We're doing this for you. You said footage is footage, so we busy making a documentary for you. So please, man, make some trippy shit, man. You know, for LV's documentary, he ain't even here, bruh. You know, but even this is here. You know what I mean. And that's OG.
Do I have to start with my name and stuff like that? My name is Levoy Dlamini. Live in Deep Kloof, Soweto. As you can see, this is what we are surrounded by here in the background. We're surrounded by Deep Kloof here, Soweto. Behind of us. This is where I'm from. This is where I grew up, spending most of my years. This is where my family was brought up. My grandmother, Maggie Mapule, who is half Indian, and she actually moved here from Lenasia South because her father, Konchipa, who married into the family, his family was that side, so she had to like look for her own place. So she came and moved to Soweto. So for me, I'd say I began with my love for art as a very young kid, actually, because as far as I can remember, what I used to do to keep myself entertained was just like grab a magazine, a piece of paper, a pen, pencil, whatever, and just like page through it and look for any interesting images that, you know, I found that I wanted to depict or, you know, draw, you know. And then that's how it began. So throughout all the years, that's what I just like stuck with. It started as a love, and then eventually I decided that, okay, I'm not gonna go and get a job because well, we all know what that is, you know. Here we have a portrait of Jean-Michel Basquiat.
I'm sure.
Here again we have a portrait of Tumsani Dlamini, film producer, mediums, pen, pencil on canvas, work in progress. Here again we have a portrait of Miriam Makeba, pen, pencil on canvas again. As you see the similarity with all the other portraits in terms of medium. Here we have a portrait of Dr. Philip Tawane, pen on canvas. Here you can see that many white layers are put on the background of the canvas so as to give it a peeling off sort of effect for like an emphasis of age. Now the subtle progression, because now the steps of inserting either material or objects that connotate to the drawing that I've done so that the work can have more depth. I decided that I'd layer my pencil drawing with more tones of grays and blacks and whites so that it could just be like a black and white drawing but pen on canvas, you know what I mean? And then now the idea is to, like I said, add an object or material that links to the portrait or the figure who's been drawn. If you look here, this is a portrait of Dr. Philip Tawane. It's work in progress. As you can see here, we have inserted guitar strings because this man right here, living legend, is the best guitar player in Africa, and he's known internationally, you know what I mean? And these are the sort of people we look up to, and like I thought that for this first exhibition, this would be the sort of work that I'd be depicting, you know. Black people who have like envisioned something and stuck with it entirely, and then eventually made a difference, not just in themselves but for society as well.
a lot more of your daily life is sort of documented and kind of put out there, you know what I mean?
Drink more water, dog, or you might die. You know what, I fed myself of things that are really happening out here, but we don't really know. Real talk is of the art, you know, we were there, it was amazing. Oh, we got drunk, we got, you know, whatever, we got influenced, we met great artists, we met young artists making beautiful artworks, you know, which we intend to be working with soon as well, you know, because they felt the greatness as well, they felt the energy. For now, this is what I feel comfortable with putting out there, you know what I mean? And it's called the Paragon of Art. Bitches!